Yeah, one moment, please. I'm
All
just
right.
trying to figure out how to move this fast.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. All right, I'm going to move the admission of 708 with the redaction, Your Honor.
Okay, any objection to that?
There still needs to be another redaction at the top, Your Honor.
Okay. We'll get it. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, 708 with the redactions, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. And I would also like the record to reflect that we're publishing this to the jury.
Yes, no objection, correct?
Okay.
Yes. There you go.
Okay. I would like the record to reflect that this was the photo that was shown to Officer Sines and Officer Haddon.
Objection, Your Honor. That is,
Your Honor, we couldn't put him in
inappropriate, Your Honor.
because we hadn't identified him. Now the jury should be entitled to know which photo
Your Honor,
was
we ask
shown
that we
as
approach.
that
Okay, we can
this
approach.
is
That's fine.
inappropriate.
So for the record, this particular photo was shown to Officer Sines and Officer Haddon as Exhibit 24 in both of the depositions that were shown earlier, where the pictures were not allowed to be shown yet because they hadn't been admitted. Amber, will you please describe for the jury what is depicted in this photo?
Yes, that's a picture of my face taken that evening, shortly before 9:30, after Johnny hit me with the phone.
Okay. Now we can take this one down and let's go to Defendant's Exhibit 709. And based on the court's ruling, I'm going to ask if you can redact that, Michelle, please. I'm going to move the admission of 709.
All right, any objection?
Not with redactions.
All right,
Thank you.
709 with redactions and evidence, you can publish.
If it could be published to the jury, Your Honor. Thank you.
Yes.
And Your Honor, for the record, this is the photo that was shown to Officer Sines and to Officer Haddon as Exhibit 25 for both of their depositions.
Okay.
Amber, could you please describe for the jury what's depicted here?
That is my face after the phone incident. It's that night.
All right, let's bring Defendant 710, please. And Your Honor, I'm going to move the admission of Exhibit 710. The redactions have been already placed
All right.
on it.
Any objection?
No objection.
All
Thank
right,
you.
710 with the redactions, you can publish.
If we could publish, Your Honor. And for the record, this photo was shown to Officer Sines and Officer Haddon. It was Exhibit 26 for both of their depositions. And please describe for the jury what's depicted here, Amber.
That is my face in yet a different light that same evening after Johnny hit me with the phone.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go to Defendant's Exhibit 711. And I'm going to move the admission of 711, Your Honor, with the redactions.
All right, any objection?
No objection.
All right, 711 with redactions and evidence, publish.
And for the record, Your Honor, for the jury's purposes, this was shown to Officer Sines and Officer Haddon as Exhibit 27 to both of their depositions. And could you describe what's depicted here, Amber?
Yes, that is another angle, another lighting of my face after the phone
Okay.
that evening.
And when you say angular lighting, what did Rocky do in taking these pictures?
Objection calls for speculation.
I said, what'd she do?
To overrule.
Thank you.
Raquel took pictures of my face in various places around the penthouse. The apartments have really different lighting, you know, really dark in some places. Anyway, so we just took pictures in different lighting so that we had an accurate portrayal and depiction of what had happened.
And why did you take the pictures?
Raquel did it to protect me because the cops were coming, and we knew we knew that the police. I think at this point that they were already here. They were with us, but we weren't. Maybe this was right before. I'm not quite sure without seeing the timestamp, but we weren't sure what was going to happen, what the police were going to say, what they were going to do. We didn't know what Johnny was going to do, what he was going to say, so she wanted to protect me.
Okay. So let's go ahead and bring up 712. All right, now move the admission of 712, Your Honor.
All right, any objection?
No, thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right, 712 with redactions, you can publish.
Thank you, Your Honor. And please describe what's depicted here.
That is another picture of my face,
Okay.
taken around the same time.
Okay. And then let's go to 713. Move the admission of 713, Your Honor.
All right, any objection?
No objection.
All right, 713 with redactions, you can publish.
And for the record, this one was shown to Officer Sines and Officer Haddon as well as Exhibit 29 to both of their depositions. And just describe briefly to the jury what this is.
This is another picture of my face taken at the exact same time and in the same location as the other one, just with one of the lights turned on, or an additional light turned on in the previous one.
Okay. Let's go to 714. Move the admission of 714, Your Honor.
No objection.
All right, 714 with redactions, you can publish.
And please tell the jury what this depicts.
This is another angle of my face or another picture of my face taken at a different time. I don't know if this is later or before because I can't see the time on it.
Okay. You can take that down. Let's go to 715. I'm going to move the admission of 715, Your Honor.
No objection.
All right, 715 with redactions, in evidence, you can publish.
Thank you. And for the record, this one was shown to Officer Sines and Officer Haddon as Exhibit 17 for both. Please describe for the jury what's depicted here.
That is a picture of my face. Some point later on in the night, it looks like that was taken in Rocky's apartment or the apartment that she was staying in.
Okay. And let's go to 716. Move the admission of 716.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, 716 evidence as redacted.
And Emma, could you please tell the jury what this picture depicts?
Yes, it's the business card that one of the police officers left for me in case I changed my mind and wanted to comment.
And with the pictures that we have just seen before this, were they taken before the pictures of the police card, the card that was left, after, or do you know?
Objection, compound.
It's not.
And calls for
Your
speculation.
Honor, compound is
Overruled.
Thank you.
We took pictures before, during, and after.
And the question I had for you is the pictures you've seen so far, were those taken before, at the time of this, before this card was presented to you and you took the picture, after, or do you know?
Some of them were, but without seeing all the timestamps, I can't tell exactly.
Okay, that's fair. Thank you. Okay, and then I'm going to ask you to take this one down and go to 717. And I'm going to ask you, I'm going to move the admission of 717, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, 717 is redacted in evidence. Published.
Thank you. And please just briefly describe to the jury what this is.
The two officers that first responded left me that card. This is the front of the business card they left.
Okay. Can you tell the jury, just explain what the interaction was that you had with the police officers, just describing what you observed as they came through?
I did not want to speak to them. I asked that Raquel's partner or husband ask them to go away without speaking to me.
And just so the jury understands, who was Raquel's fiance at that time?
His name is Josh Drew, and he and Raquel lived in the apartment at Johnny's invitation across the hall from us. Raquel had keys. We kind of shared keys. They were our neighbors, but had keys to our house.
Okay. So why didn't you want to cooperate with the police?
Because I wanted to protect Johnny. I didn't want him to be arrested. I didn't want him to be in trouble. I didn't want the world to know. I didn't want this to come out. I didn't want him to be in trouble. I didn't want this to be